Tonight on Southwest Local News. A truck fire in Pernem this afternoon with a hay load catching fire. Jacinta Ermacora confirms she is running for state election again for this year. Let's Talk Foundation gains multiple nominations at the 2026 Suicide Prevention Australia Life Awards. And in sport, Warrnambool got to watch the Geelong Cats at the Reed.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to Southwest Local News. An emergency message has been issued for Bushfield, Grasmere, Pernem West and Wangoom following a vehicle fire involving a truck carrying hay at the intersection of the Hopkins Highway and Roseneath Road, Pernem West. Firefighters responded quickly and the fire has now been extinguished, with emergency services remaining on the scene to safely remove the hay from the truck. Smoke was visible from nearby roads and communities. However, authorities say there is no immediate threat and no action is required. Motorists are advised to continue avoiding the area and follow directions from emergency services. Warrnambool-based Upper House MP for Western Victoria Jacinta Ermacora has confirmed to Fitzmedia that she'll be running again for office at the state election on November the 28th. A former Warrnambool City Council Mayor, Miss Ermacora, was elected in Parliament in 2022. She will again run as candidate for the Australian Labor Party. Labor is expected to name a candidate for the lower house seat of South West Coast closer to the election. Sitting member Roma Britnell has confirmed she will again be the Liberal candidate. Southwest Healthcare has reported new exposure sites for measles, including the southwest town of Princetown. Other locations along the Great Ocean Road as new exposure sites are Wire River, Apollo Bay, Lorne and Cape Otway. Anyone who was in these areas over the past month need to check the Victorian Government's exposure sites list. Symptoms of measles include fever, cough, sore or red eyes and a runny nose. The Geelong Cats have brought AFL leadership and community connection to Warrnambool, hosting the Beyond the Boundary Business Breakfast alongside AFL Victoria and the Warrnambool City Council. CEO Steve Hocking and Captain Patrick Dangerfield spoke on leadership, performance and the power of community in regional areas. The visit extended beyond the breakfast, with the Cats training at the Reed Oval. For a town that already loves football, the Cats' visit has helped reinvigorate Warrnambool's strong regional sporting spirit.
Yeah, it's really good. We're really excited about the Cats being a little bit more involved in the region again, and they've been great, reaching out to council. And like as a council point of view, we recognise all the different ways working together will benefit us both, and we're just so excited that they can do something like the breakfast today, and we're looking forward to more future events.
The area is made special because of the people, and we've been, welcomed with open arms. Whether it was at the pub last night for dinner as a group, or it's been at Reed Oval, or it's been at the schools right throughout the region. It's been really welcoming, really accommodating, and our bit is to make sure everyone has fun when they come to any sort of engagement with the Cats, and I feel like we've done a good job of that over the last couple of days.
The wheels are in motion for the redevelopment of Aquazone in Warrnambool. At their February meeting on Monday, Warrnambool City Councillors voted to put a major investment into the facility. This will include an upgrade to the 50-metre outdoor pool, design features to meet accessibility standards, and the expansion of health and fitness and community spaces. A two-stage redevelopment is the preferred option, with lobbying to begin for funding from state and federal governments. Councillor Vicky Jelly told the meeting Aquazone plays a vital role in the community.
Aquazone, our local pool here in Warrnambool, is a very important facility for not only the whole community in Warrnambool, but surrounding municipalities who come here and use it as well. It's long-standing their facility, and as we know, with age, things start to fail. We've looked at this for a couple of years now, and we've come back, looked at business cases a couple of times to upgrade and renew what is required. Pools come with a huge infrastructure needs, and councils can never recoup the financial costs from just memberships, fees and things like that. But the benefits it brings are essential for the community's health and wellbeing.
Moyne Shire Mayor Jordan Lockett says compliance in a number of areas is required when dealing with the issue of Belfast Aquatics in Port Fairy. This statement came from the Mayor in a letter of reply to a request for answers by those protesting against the pool's closure. Councillor Lockett said legislative, safety, insurance and governance compliance are at the forefront of any discussions on the facility's future. He said council has made a commitment to continue to engage in a respectful and transparent way with the public. As the Battle of Belfast Aquatics continues, Moyne Shire Council is encouraging residents to have its say on the aquatic facilities across the Shire. The Moyne Aquatics Facilities Strategy has been launched and community engagement having begun on Monday. This engagement is open through Council's website and closes on March the 2nd. This Friday and Saturday, Council will be holding drop-in sessions in Hawkesdale, Port Fairy, Macarthur, Mortlake and Panmure. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding a bus that was vandalised on January the 14th. It is believed the offender graffitied an offensive symbol on the bus travelling from Warrnambool to Ballarat that departed at 7:30am and arrived at 9:40am. The offender is described as Caucasian, aged in his 30s, with a slim build, short brown hair and clean shaven. Investigators have released an image of a person who may be able to assist with inquiries. Anyone with information is urged to contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. Pedestrian crossings will be added to another Warrnambool roundabout. Warrnambool City Council has announced works will start on February the 14th to create the crossing at the Timor Street Gillies roundabout. At the same time, De Grandy's Lane will be downsized from a 2 to 1-way road. This is to allow the widening of the footpath in the lane from 70 centimetres to 2.5 metres. Cars can enter off Timor Street but will need to exit through the Ozone car park through Flardy's Lane. The $1 million project will be funded by Council $600,000 and State Government $400,000. Mental health movement Let's Talk Foundation has been nominated for multiple honours at the 2026 Suicide Prevention Australia Life Awards. The organisation received 2 nominations in the Communities in Action category, while team member Kelly Marson was recognised for outstanding contribution. Founded in 2016, Let's Talk works at the grassroots level across southwest Victoria to break down stigma and encourage open conversations around mental health. Award recipients will be announced in Melbourne on February the 26th, with winners progressing to National Life Awards later this year. Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen has announced GPs will be able to diagnose and treat ADHD in both children and adults. These reforms will be introduced this year. Currently, adults can only be diagnosed and prescribed medication by a psychiatrist, while children must be a paediatrician or a psychiatrist. Under the changes, GPs will be able to undertake training to expand their scope of practice so they can safely diagnose, treat and prescribe medication for ADHD in both adults and children 6 years and over. Concerns are high for both small businesses after the latest announcement from the Reserve Bank. On Tuesday, the bank declared it would lift the cash rate from 3.6% to 3.8%. While home loans would be affected, raising the monthly payment by almost $100 a month, CPA Australia said it would compound cost of living pressures. For small businesses, the announcement adds pressure from high borrowing costs, rising inflation and low consumer confidence. Colac Area Health is playing a proactive role in helping the community deal with natural disasters. The organisation has put together an online severe weather support resources package for residents to access. This package points residents to find help in areas such as insurance, grants, mental health, financial and food relief. The Colac and Otway areas have been hit by floods and fires this summer. The resources package can be found at the Colac Area Health website. That's all in general news, and after the break we'll return with sport and weather. Back soon.
I specialise in finding you either your first home, your next home or your next investment property. All I've ever wanted to do was help people to be able to help them achieve their goals. I'm Teresa and I'm from Warrnambool Finance Co.
Hi, it's Libby from the Vet Group. We are offering discounted standard desexing for dogs and cats for a limited time. Your pet will receive the Vet Group's gold standard level of care at a reduced cost. Terms and conditions apply. Contact the Vet Group Wollaston, Timboon or Portland clinics and book in your furry friend today. Remember, two's a company but a litter is a crowd. The Vet Group, making pet care easy.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
Tonight's Sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back, and first making news in sport. The Geelong Cats hit the field at the Reed Oval today, sharpening their edge ahead of round one. Captain Patrick Dangerfield says it's shaping up to be a strong season for the Cats after finishing last year with 30 goals and 30 goal assists, the second most in the AFL. Local product Stevens also remains a key talking point, producing one of the highlights of the 2025 season on debut in round 17 with 21 disposals, 8 clearances and a goal, before earning a return to the club on the rookie list for 2026.
But it's an exciting time of the year. Our guys are ready to go. We've got State of Origin next week, obviously, which we've got a few Cats representatives. But beyond that, everything starts to kick into gear. Hawthorn, Carlton in our warm-up games, and we'll be ready to go in a month's time.
South Warrnambool has hit the ground running to start 2026. The Roosters return to training on Monday night at the Friendlies. New coach Daniel Nicholson had a good roll-up for the skills-based session. The Roosters have recruited well in the off-season, including a commitment from former Essendon player Lamont Lowell to play for South when his VFL fixture allows. South Warrnambool was knocked out in the preliminary final last year, having won back-to-back premierships in the 2023-2024 season. The iconic Melbourne to Warrnambool Cycling Classic has been postponed. The ride was set to take place on February the 14th, but will now be held 2 weeks later on February the 28th. The Women's Warrnambool Cycling Classic has also been moved from February the 15th to March the 1st. The movement of the races has been due to impact on the Otway fires on the region. The decision has been made after extensive communications with emergency services. That's all in sport today in Warrnambool. A cloudy day, topping at 31 degrees with light winds for most of the day, and towards the end of the day increasing to 35 kilometres an hour. After the break, we'll return with the rest of the forecast. Back soon.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest, and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
The Tyre Factory Warrnambool, more than just tyres. The team at the Tyre Factory Warrnambool not only specialise in helping you with your tyre needs, but other mechanical needs as well. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool have all the leading brands of tyre, including Hankook, Maxxis and BFG, plus a number of wheel packages and wheel alignments. Get in touch with the Tyre Factory Warrnambool for all your mechanical needs, more than just tyres.
At PowerCore, we know your power is essential to you, but extreme weather can damage the network. Here are some tips to stay prepared.
Know how to open garage doors and gates manually.
Charge devices and have battery-powered torches and radios ready. Have a backup plan if you rely on life support.
And rest assured, if the power goes out, we'll be working to get it back on safely and quickly. For more information, visit powercore.com.au. PowerCore, essential as.
Lava Street Veterinary Clinic on Raglan Parade is a caring, family-run clinic offering exceptional care at affordable prices. We're the only clinic in Warrnambool dedicated to small animals, paws, feathers, scales and fins. For over 40 years, our family tradition has been our commitment to your pet's wellbeing. With a purpose-built facility and the latest technology, we provide gold standard care. From community desexing days to special offers each month, experience the difference at Lava Street Veterinary Clinic.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. Around the southwest, a partly cloudy day around the region and similar conditions for tomorrow. As for Friday, there is a chance of fog in the morning across the state. Now to the forecast. In Port Fairy tomorrow, a top of 21 degrees and the same temperatures for the days ahead. Friday and Saturday are expecting a mostly sunny day. Mortlake tomorrow, a top of 24 degrees with a partly cloudy day, increasing to 27 degrees, sunny on Friday. Saturday expecting a top of 28 degrees. Shifting inland to Colac, Camperdown tomorrow, a top of 25 degrees with light winds for most of the day. 27 degrees with a chance of fog and southwesterly winds for Friday. As for Saturday, a top of 28 degrees with a foggy start in the morning. In Port Campbell, nothing over 20 degrees for the coming days ahead. Tomorrow might face a top of 19 with light winds. As for Friday, a chance of fog in the morning, tending southwesterly with 30-kilometre winds from the southwest. Home to Warrnambool, a top of 21 degrees and cloudy coverage. Friday topping at 21, also a sunny day with light winds. And similar conditions for Saturday, although a top of 22 degrees, tending southeasterly winds. That's it from your Southwest Local News team, and thank you for tuning in, whether that be online, on podcast or on 3-Way FM. If you missed any of the bulletin, you can watch it back on demand on Fitzmedias Facebook page. Until Friday, with peace, good night.